starting. Just mute me, boys, if you do not wish to listen to the shit. Oh, I think I better get a beer while they do their little starts. Alright, stocked up, double handling, that's okay. Can do that. We got Raven in yellow, Eyes in the blue GDF. DYN versus the G spot. Don't know. A lot of people say Alps is the favoured towards the Dinny boys on this one. We shall see. Cap in their natural TPCs. Another NG out here, possibly for the camp. Logistics plan activated. Double ref Warfac coming from Mr. Eyes. Gonna get a cap, looks like, on the mercenary camp. Not a bad little expansion, plus some grenadiers earlier. 2 Dingard might get up to deny this engineer getting up to the TPC. We'll have to see how we go. If he's quick enough. Or he might be waiting for a grenadier. War Factory was ready straight down. Good play. He's gonna get up, but reinforcements have just gonna make it in time. Well, a little bit of HP damage on it. Maybe he's got no doctrine for the extra armor yet. Forces a little bunker. You can sell that, get half your intel back, so it's not too bad. Oh, sneaked it in. Grenadier is going to come and help. Maybe pepper some damage in. Repair bay, is that going to be a second MCV early? Scout boy are holding off the secondary TPC. Raven not worrying about it with the travel distance on this one. Hasn't moved MCV, so holding back in base, just using the natural expansions at the moment. Grenadier lives with the 5 HP left. And the cap, I missed the old engineer on that one. Not too bad, little denial. But he does get the extra money from capping it first, which you don't get it back on the second time. 3 Dingard travelling over to see if he's taken this TPC. Pillager just racking up some steep up speed, that's good. That's about the speed they feel like at all times, so that's good. Oh, they're going to shake hands. Oh, that mine. Done the work. No, you're going to lose this one for free. Oh, a little bit of help coming down. Okay. No good. Killed them both. Sees that the TPC's free around here. Expansion popping. Rigs popping. What are we at? 9v5. Harvesters versus the rigs, which is about right. Sees he hasn't got an expansion straight down. Expanding down into this new section. I think a lot of new Alps people are sort of hanging down there. These days with the MCV move when it's free, like a lot of other maps, but done it with the double MCV. All well, 5 out of the 6 harvesters are enjoying that little patch for now. One over here. They'll transfer down pretty quickly with another couple of refineries coming up. Gonna get the kill on the TPC. Don't know if it ended up paying for itself in that long time, but more information. Right, medics. Satellite's going to be here somewhere. There it is, hiding at the back. Sniper pod. Not doing the old riot at the moment. Yeah. 12, he's enjoying the rig eco push at the moment. Bureau down as well. We got satellite. We got satellite. Okay. Tech's all up. Airpad. Just giving him a little push. Popping down. One thing at a time. Actually, he's a couple of snipers to help, but getting the defense down. Grenade turret. Sighting. Oh, what was that? Grenade. Marking mine. Retreating back. Got some hunters down just to be safe. Couple of mine drops. One playing on. Have we got any more MCVs? This is going to be mined out. He'll be moving over pretty quickly somewhere else. Not sure what he's going to do here. Maybe some more factories. Idle rig. Not like Raven. He'll get onto that pretty quick. $14-10, so Eyes is going a little bit more harvesters, but here comes the fun part. Missed the mauler, should be popping out quite often. Probably sell off these refineries unless he likes to upgrade them for the extra credits. Just tiptoeing around his space, and I guess he's holding him back in the corner. He's got a lot of map control for Mr. Raven, but the blob is getting real. The longer you wait, the more you're going to be looking for. You know it. Just a couple little pickoffs. Probably going to take what he can get. Oh, he's going to do the medbay. What's he going to do? Some matchstick hits on the droney boys. He's probably trading quite well with the infantry holding the front line, getting healed up. Havoc's getting some good work in the AoE when they're all clumped like this. Some pretty good engagement first for Raven. Focusing well. He must have had some good Nutrigrain for breakfast because he's picking the right stuff. Mining out. Here comes the MCVs. It's going to give a bit of intel. He's actually down powered at the moment. Data core going to be in trouble. MCV, this is probably, yeah, over 18 units to 158. Game 1 to Raven. A lot would say on a very heavily favoured DYN map. GG. Will be Eyes' pick for game 2. Let's wait for this Australian internet to catch up. Get the rodents spinning that wheel a bit more. Okay, spectator mode. Hello to Armour, Swanee and Mr. Valis having a little look-see at game 2 on Central Junction. And Raven says in chat he
Yeah, hi Arma. Okay.
Okay, did they get their positions correct? Looks like I'm spawning down in this bottom right, so it should be the diagonal. Looking good. Mr. GDF, Mr. Blue, GDF, Mr. Eyes down by 1 game so far against the yellow Dynasty Ravenhelm, who hates this map apparently, so we'll have to see how this one pans out. Double barracks coming down GDF. Repositioning the OCD refinery into the right spot. No insider information coming from watching him play Mr. Swan on this one before, with lots of barracks. Double barracks is ready to go. Double barracks from the DYN as well. Try and get some extra scouting and capture those TPCs as quick as safely as you can. Taking a quick one early to replan resources, get some extra power. Not that they need it. Close one for Raven. Didn't do the far one to get started while it was safe. Gonna have to deal with, maybe they're doing a gentleman's agreement. I don't know about this one. Alright, here we go. No, not coming down. What do we got? Radar coming up at the, where's the timer? Under the 2-minute mark, we have a radar. 1 minute 56 with 2 barracks. So you can even do it quicker if you needed to. Unbelievable. Anyway, 3 scouts come out making sure Dingard that the Mr. NG gets to come in nice and safe. Eyes not actually really going to harass the TPCs. Must be expecting Raven to be protecting it very well. Early pillager, will it make it in time? It doesn't look like it. Be able to kill it afterwards, but we'll have to see. The stun is real. Has got a second pillager coming in, which might deter a little bit of stun time. Get that right medic down, double flames. take back control with the flamers. Oh, they just take so long to burn one at a time. Infantry helps get the damage down a bit quicker. Harass coming up onto a TPC of Ravens. Sitting at 2 factory. Ravens still only on 2 rigs with that early pillager coming. Here comes the third now. We'll get this TPC. Sort of a trade-off on that one. One Doctrine going down for eyes. Got the pod up. This one is the riot pod. A little bit different. Seeing if we can get some extra stuns with the mass infantry. Seeing a lot of infantry scouts out for Raven. Was that a bureau? No, just pumping them. Fair enough. Middle control. Big center patch. Nice. Just doing a little dancing around. Right, yeah, right medic is out. Just the one specialist out currently. Big loop around. More denial. Likewise, extra defense coming down. Lots of action happening. Multiple sides attacking both each other. Raven looks like coming back to defend home base. Here comes the army back. See if we can push this out. What are we on? 6 rigs to 3 harvesters. Data core out. Intel will start coming in through these engagements as well. Help subsidize the lack of harvesters. Can't crush the riot medics. Focusing it down. Getting there slowly through it. Okay. Killing the healing pad as well. Right, so focused. Cleared off the healing. Still only sitting on 5 rigs and 5 harvesters, which is quite low for Dynasty, but going a little bit more unit heavy early to survive the infantry spam. Little nice little couple of hits from the matchsticks, taking out some drony boys. All very low. Can he finish a couple extras off? He saved 1 out of the 2. Pillager might come in, help finish off, run over these grenades from multiple angles. Reinforcements coming in from eyes up through the pads. Heal bay down from Raven, trying to keep what he can alive. I just don't know if that's going to be quite enough. That stick is going to come in help. A couple of sticks, saw the stack. Nice splits. Just going for the crush. Fighting in the Tempest, so slowing down the vehicles of the Dynasty a little bit. Still sitting on 3 rigs now. Oh, that's going to be painful for Mr. Raven coming up after the intel starts flooding out, continuing to pressure as much as he can with units and try and get a foothold, but he's going to run dry on 3 pretty quickly, supporting so many factories and airpads and barrackses, still making the illusion that he is out on the field attacking. Shield Maiden's going to shoo off the matchsticks. Their time is done. Good harass from Eyes, taking and denying the TPC generation. Okay, so he has had a look at his economy and has started a couple more rigs, one more coming out. But GDF having more. Whew, not looking good. I think this is gonna be it. Let's push. And GG to Eyes, making it 1 game each. We'll make a Mr. Raven's map pick. Raven's hosting. Mr. Armor's coming in to help spectate. Blue and yellow. Okay, so Raven's picked altitude and hosted. Okay, blue dynasty this time versus the yellow GDF of Mr. Eyes, and Ravenhelm sitting on the blue dynasty. Three refinery sorry, 3 refineries coming out from Mr. Eyes, getting his eco going early. Sending a field scout towards the harass of the Dynasty TPC. Raven in kind sending one up so far to make sure that he can get his engineers up as well. Have to see how that goes. One scout, one engineer. Well, this could be a... Okay, going up to top side. Usually you can have a little spot up here at the cliffs. Very annoying. What do you do? But if he does get a shot off onto this Dingard, at least it will let him know that there is one up there. Capturing the closer TPC early, and we'll see if this gives him away. Yes, it does. So he'll know one's up there. Raven's very good at trying to use a guard and a engineer to still cap and grab the aggro, but I think Eyes is all over this tactic as well. Radar is going to be coming up a bit later than after doing the 3 refinery, but the barracks is going to be popping as well. Is he going to try and get in there? He's going to take the aggro. Is Eyes looking? No, he's going to cap it. Good job, Raven, sneaking it in. Meanwhile, it came down to harass the GDF Eyes' TPC, but it is already done. However, he has going to have vision of this little engineer. Where did this come from? What was he doing? There we go. Save the day. Can never be unsafe with a little guard tower. Engineers can run wild. Pillager sitting on 3 rigs so far to 4 harvesters. That pillage is going to come out and do some work currently. Havoc to back up. Trying to deny the expansion early. Very good play. Will he get away with it? Drones on the way. Grenadiers going to kill the infantry. It's going to be a tight one. Good splits. Doing all he can to deny. Does get the kill on that. No extra plonk down from the GDF just to have a backup building. Not too bad. Harass coming in everywhere. We've got a stream of infantry drones and grenadiers pouring out of 4 barracks radar. What's Raven going to have? He's got a population of 37 to 34 with a riot pod. Also being deployed for the GDF. Riot medic is on the field. Havocs to try to deny. Gets a little bit of work done with the flame tower. Oh yes, the matchstick is not too bad. It's going to scare off a couple of these drones if they clump. They are split. Getting away from the healing field if he doesn't need to fight beside it. They have to come out of that to reach anything of value. Good move. Oh, but the stream is real. It is going to be relentless. Not going in for a secondary base as of yet. Lost to the denial. Decided just to go here. Eat me. Another pod going down to heal the GDF. Right medic is quite low. If he can find a little hit onto that one with the Havocs. Healing up a bit now. Healing himself. What a joke. Still in favour. Got 7 rigs to 4. Population still up a little bit more for Raven. But these specialists are going to definitely make use of this pod. Data core popping out for just the maulers to continue it on afterwards. Still sitting up. Sitting on 7 rigs to 5 harvesters. 1 extra's popped out since I remember. We've got a angle swap. Perhaps going to go up around the other side away from the 1 static defense. Probably was expecting more, but being caught from Raven coming down to see what's happening down south. Realizing he's not here anymore, is probably suspecting that he is going to be coming around the top side where his expansion and economy would like to expand, and he is rushing up, which is going to make it a little bit more of a stream than an army together. Sitting with a lot of sentinels and droney boys. Right medic chilling at the back. The armies will clash, but they're going to clash not as one. Matchstick's getting some good work done. If you can find some blobs, he has. Not a bad hit. Gave him some time to get his other reinforcements up. Seven rigs to 5 harvesters still. Ice is going back. Data core's got to be here somewhere. I see. We have good harass little unit coming in. Popping the harvesters, making Iz's units come back to defend. Little hit squad to come and take out the TPC. Very low HP. This could spark the matchsticks to come up and do a little hit on them. We'll see if they can get a couple of little hits to clear this out for a TPC. No, they're coming back. Suspecting it's more of a position swap. Okay, we've got a comms officer and a riot medic at the moment. No bureau coming down from Raven as yet. Boosted up to 12 rigs. This one's going down, of course. Set positions. Some good hits from the matchsticks. Pillagers coming in. That is a lot of pillagers. Still got 11 rigs versus 4 harvesters. Is the pod down? I cannot see it yet. The data core not down. He's coming in to see if he can finish this off. He's probably suspecting where are these maulers, but I have not seen him. He went a lot more heavy on the shields and droney boys.
I hate gravel. Like gravel exists. Why are you here,
We
gravel?
have an open mic in channel.
Got more gold. Where am I finding them?
GG to Ravenhelm. Taking it on altitude. Eyes will be hosting this one, and map pick. We'll see what he has popped out. Oasis looking at this one so far. Okay. Here we got Raven in purple, sitting on the top left. Mr. Eyes, bottom right, as the blue GDF. I think this is game 4. Alps. Might be game 3. No, it's game 4. Alps Central, and then altitude to Oasis. Ravens up 2-1. Let's see how this one pans out. I always feel like I'm always trapped as a Dynasty player on Oasis with the speed of GDF coming in, the hills blocking resources. But early quick engineers popping out, rigs. Going for the back one first, Mr. Raven. Probably to go over with support. Just Dynasty Guard at the moment, maybe as a pillager coming after. Couple of Dynasty Guards. No harass coming from Mr. Eyes up to the TPCs. But the day you don't do extra guards is the day they'll be there, so keep on sending them. Double rig, no early pillager so far. Come and grab the vision, big vision from the bunkers on Oasis on these large ones. Scout around from the blue GDF, Mr. Eyes, to see if it was an early move, which it will be, so he's going to be able to see that it is going to be a move. Up to the high ground. Likewise, Ravenhelm grabbing a couple of extra bit of information. Don't know if he got to see that radar. No, I don't think it popped up. No, but you'd suspect it for a GDF natural pop down afterwards. I'm glad Mr. Raven came on because I was going to play with Mr. Eyes and it was a beer every time we started a new map. It definitely would have been effective by now. Although he did beat me on the first map, so it would have been a very sad time indeed. Getting worse and worse. TPC harass on both sides. By harass, they'll kill each other's, evening it out. Raven going a little bit more rig heavy. Currently we got 5 rigs to 4 harvesters. That is a extra harvester coming out of the factory, which a lot of them just don't bother doing anymore. Everything being so cheap. More the merrier, I reckon. Keep that eco up. MCV move coming from Mr. Eyes, coming up to do a cheaper expand than the engineer into the radar. Nice hits from the pillager. Might come down. Sitting on a comms officer from Mr. Eyes, which he's getting focused down but has to run with the amount of standard GDF field scouts and drone boys doing a lot of damage with the comms. Population of 54 for Raven, 37 for Eyes. 7 rigs to 6 harvesters, so a bit more eco for Eyes on this one than usual. Must have his ways. Logistics is on. Keeping out on the field so GDF don't get the little cheese onto the high ground. Killing some rigs for free. Actually no army up here for Eyes. Might lose a harvester here. And gets out of town. Good little skirmish just going in. Still fairly even on income. 8 rigs, 7 harvesters. See a data core yet? No data core yet. Matchsticks are out. Pads are going down for a couple of extras. That's 2 extra pads. That's 4. Sticky boys going the heavier igniters, expecting more infantry based attacks. Likewise, Eyes has decided to shield Maiden to protect from the matchsticks to make it punishing. And just like that, 2 rigs to go down, evening it up. In fact, it goes down to 6 rigs versus 8 harvesters. Raven's still up on the population. Specialist for Raven, we got 1 mechanist, 1 line officer and 1 operative, to 1 comms officer and 2 snipers for Eyes. The shield maiden in comms range, done some work. Did get a couple of kills. The boar tanks are going to be pretty tanky for this fight. Havoc's coming in from behind, deciding he wants to go a little bit more away from the choke point. Wonder if he's going to drop some napalm grenades down. No, doesn't need to. Raven's still setting on 7 rigs. The maidens are just making light work of anything in the air. EMP drop is going to be effective. Nothing shooting. Population just went down to Eyes now in front, 61 to 52. grab the extra intel from the beacon, and that battle was very heavily went to GDF on that fight. Air did nothing. EMP decimated the army. Down to 37 with one specialist. And what was looking good, and that is without... Oh, we got one mauler in there. Yeah. Great fight from Eyes. Set that up really well.
Is that 2-2 score now?
2-2 is the score. Checking in chat. I'm just seeing if they're doing best of 7 or 5. Raven's going to be hosting and picking this map. He's just going to do the ace match for now and see where the time goes. This is the ace match, 2 games each. I guess with a slight advantage of Raven getting to pick and host on this map. Should give him a slight edge of coming through. We'll have to see which map he ends up doing. Emptied hopes. There we go. Interesting map. However, Raven has been going well on Emptied Hopes. I think he picked up a game off Goldman on this map. Not sure if I was kept up to date with the strategy he ended up doing on it, but if he did, just while they do the initial barracks and warfack, I'm just gonna grab another orange juice. Okay. Change of colours again. We've got the green GDF of Mr. Eyes and the blue Dynasty of Mr. Ravenhelm. Where's our red Dynasty when you need it? Dear oh dear. As usual, pretty standard opening from both. Field Scout heading up. He looks like he's going up more north to hold the bunker. Maybe expecting Raven to try a little sneaky look. Din Guard going more in the middle. Two ref. Guard not knowing which way to go for now. Bring around the GDF engineer safely into the TPC. Raven going in to contest the middle with 3 Din Guard and an engineer to follow, and an engineer to cap the top with no GDF coming up to stop that. Double rig. No early pillager. Oh, here's a good... See where this one falls. If this extra guard gets in, that one moved a fair bit. Din Guard are going to take the middle with 1 death each. And the engineer should be able to get in and cap without the need of the pillager, which a lot of Din used to be able to have to do to get it in the middle. what's going on here with their drones and going around supposedly to take the low ground onto the high ground TPC. Which can be expensive if the DYN guards have survived over here and get back over. It's going to see the guard down below the drone. That's, yep, changed his mind, coming back down. Outnumbered. Probably not a bad little kill to take out a couple of drone boys for a couple of DYN guards. Only got it to 1 HP. Pillager is out on the field as well. Might even come over to try and stop the damage onto the middle TPC, but it will be a big fight. With some extra drones in play as well. Just making sure with another top one. Sending the Pillager around to get that to try to save the top one and lose the one in the middle as well. Just beelining it back. Got the both TPCs. So we're on the ace match. Whoever wins this wins the best of 5. This was Ravenhelm's map pick on the on this game. I'm not sure of their pings, but he's also hosting. If that's any advantage or disadvantage for down the track. Rig wise, we're sitting on 6 rigs, 6 harvesters. Bit of a stream of units coming across for Raven at the 4-minute 45 mark, maybe expecting that there won't be too much up if the natural expand. No one choosing to go to the middle for their expansions, both going to the sides. Raven doing what he did do against Goblin and actually taking the 2 down below with the Warfack push down south, leaving the backup for the top afterwards if this field runs dry. He was going to go up and harass the TPC, but has been cut off, bringing his forces all back into play. GDF are going back on the retreat just to line back themselves back up. Havoc's getting some free drone kills on retreat. Population wise, we have got 69 out of 200 pop cap versus 25 for eyes. Towers coming down to try to help to defend. Raven looking very strong at the moment on this one, coming through with the split base. Harvesters coming in for a final ditch effort. Raven will do the splits, will he? Losing 1, 2. He's going to probably take the rest of the harvesters out. Small line of stream coming in with reinforcements. No data core for maulers. Selling off to see if he can hold up the top right. This is on 6 rigs. Showing you it's only 20. Does still have the radar up. Has to get his power back up. Building some defense towers, but I think that was a pretty big hit to the economy for the Mr. Eyes, losing his 5, at least 4 harvesters down on the bottom. No plan set on the construction yard. That has just slightly moved up. Maybe you'll swap it to the Marshal to do the fight. And we have a 3 operative versus 2 comms and a sniper left to try and finish this game off. Didn't put the plan on, but it didn't matter in the end. Raven takes the ace match, proving that DYN is OP.